Well, today is the first Active Travel Festival ever held in Chester. So we've got some sunshine and lots of fun, lots of entertainment for all members and ages of the family. Active travel is a funny word that we're just getting used to, I suppose. It's about travelling with your own body, using your own effort, whether it's walking, cycling, or this rather odd word, wheeling, which can be anything really, which is self-propelled on wheels, whether it's pushing a pushchair or a wheelchair or a skateboard or a push-along scooter.
ATFest, Active Travel Festival, came about out of the pandemic, where a number of community groups got together to decide what we could do to make Chester a cleaner, greener, healthier place to live.
I think there's a lot of people who might be thinking, oh, I'm not feeling confident on a bike or on a scooter, so they can come here today and take part and have a go at doing that. They can also meet all the other wonderful organisations that have active travel in the heart of the work that they do and find out more about local community projects and things like that. So it's a great opportunity for that.
Yeah, there's lots of exciting things happening here today. Just right in front of us is the mountain bike stunt show, which is going to be very exciting for all members of the family. Further towards the middle, we've got what we call the kiddie zone, where dads and teenagers or mums and teenagers can have a slow bike competition together, see who gets last across the line, not first across the line. Further across, there's another barriered off area where we can people have the opportunity to try out an e-bike or an e-scooter. People often want to do these things but are a bit frightened to go out on the road and do it, so there's the opportunity to do it here. And then around and about we've got all sorts of partner stands and partner stores from walking and cycling groups that are supporting us here today. Further down by the river we have a doctor bike area, we have the police doing security marking, we have the bike parking area, and we also have the active travel poster competition that the various schools have participated in.
Active travel meets many of our priorities, so it contributes towards the climate emergency. It's an affordable method of transport, so in the cost of living crisis it's a good thing for people to be able to do that. And importantly for me personally, it enables people to live happy, healthy lives, so it's really important.
There's research that tells us that people who arrive by active travel means spend 40% more time and 40% more spend on the high street.
Today's festival is well, it's a celebration, isn't it? It's not, but not only is it a celebration, it's an eye-opener for a lot of people, because the kit that you see here, you know, the specialised bikes and the cargo bikes and all that kind of stuff, we're not used to seeing it on our roads as much as you do in other places. You know, when you go to Europe, this kind of stuff is just day to day. But here, it just gives people just an idea, a taste of what is possible on two wheels and also walking.
I think today's Active Travel Festival is a fantastic initiative. It's the first time we've had it in the city. I think it's here to stay. I really hope so. And I think it's a really important way of showing people that actually it's easy to walk around Chester, it's easy to cycle around Chester. And even if you've got some mobility issues, it's something that's available to you.
I think active travel for many people is an obvious choice, but for many people it's not. So therefore today's event is all about just showcasing the various options for active travel and including people using very unusual mobility aids, which is all part of active travel. It's also putting many of our partner groups in front of them, whether it's Sustrans, Living Streets, the walking charity, members of the Chester Cycling Campaign, people that are here actively not only to promote their own little club or business, but also say, why don't you come and join us and learn to cycle better or learn to walk better or know where to go, where the routes are.
We've come along today to promote our test bike area, so we brought down some e-bikes for adults and kids, as well as some normal bikes as well to get people, you know, riding on them, try them all out, see what they think. We've had a good response from the public today. It's nice to get people on an e-bike for a first time, see what they're all about, how it can keep them cycling and sort of stop them using a car and potentially replace it with an electric bike.
So as Cheshire Police, we're down here today to basically show a presence to the community, get involved with the event that's going on today, and also offer the bike marking scheme for the bike register. Essentially what that is we will take the chassis numbers of people's bikes, put them onto a list with their details, so if their bike was ever lost or stolen, that hopefully we can get it returned to them. So today we've had plenty of people down. We've done a good number of bike markings and got them onto the list and things, and given plenty of road safety advice, which has gone down really, really well.
So Active Travel Fest is a great event for Chester. It gets people sort of more aware of cycling and other sort of activities to obviously help the environment. You know, anything sort of low CO2 is always good, and that's why we work with Active Travel Fest to obviously come down here today and get people on bikes.
I think it's really important that we have a healthy environment in which people live and children grow up. And I think it's not about being anti-car, it's about having alternatives to using the car. So whether it's encouraging people to use the bus more often, whether it's enabling people to get out and cycle more, or just walk about the city. It's a beautiful place. And I think with the climate emergency and the pressure that comes from the problems related to the use of fossil fuels, we need to find alternatives, and we need to find them quickly.
I saw the Active Travel Fest advertised, and I'm a keen cyclist, and I just wanted to see what it was about, to see what kind of stuff was going on. I liked having a look at the different stands from some of the organisations who promote active travel. It was great to see some of the stuff that they had on offer here. Some of the demonstrations were nice to see, so my daughter particularly liked the BMX rider going up and down the ramps. And I even got to have a go in a taxi bike, which was good fun, so I enjoyed that.
We were going to be in town, thought come and have a look, see what's going on, and a few things I wasn't expecting. Didn't expect the BMX and the mountain bikes, and so it's been interesting to see.
Very family friendly. You've enjoyed going on the go-karts, haven't you?
I've come along to today's festival because I have a general interest in all green things. I'm massively concerned about the state of the planet, and I'm very aware that what active travel is all about is actually getting people out of cars, getting people onto bikes, getting people walking more, and that for me is brilliant.
The three key things: it's good for your mental health, your physical health, and it's also good for the environment. We're not here to stop people driving cars or getting the taxi or the bus or the train. There has to be a mix. But what we're really trying to promote is to get people to think about using active travel for those 1 or 2 miles into the city centre, across the city centre.
We have an obesity epidemic. We have terrible mental health issues in this country. We have a climate emergency. We have appalling air pollution levels. What one thing can make a difference to them? Active travel. It's that simple.
Some of the organisations here today work really hard with people in Chester. So, for example, the Chester Cycling Campaign work really all over the city to try and get people out and about on their bikes safely, and to give them the confidence to get about the city on their bikes. And I think people coming down here today, and in future when we have more of the active travel festivals, I think it will just show people the better way to get about town.
I do think about, well, can I use my bike for more practical purposes than just going out and enjoying myself? And I think a festival like this actually helps to focus the mind on something like that.
If you go to Leicester now, if you go to Leeds now, London obviously, you go to those places, what they've done is they put in the necessary infrastructure so that people feel safe on the roads. And this is not about getting rid of cars. This is about giving space for other ways of getting around. And that's the key thing.
So today's event's gone really, really well. The sun shone, we've had almost 1,000 people attend. We've had some great interactions, particularly with young people and families, about active travel and what the options are.
We need to look at the successes of today and learn from that, and how we can publicise and get more people involved. So I think the more we have, the better it is for people to learn about it and have a go and get involved and actually see that it's really good fun as well. Sometimes we forget that side of it and just say, oh, I've got to get on my bike or I've got to go for a walk, but actually it really does give you a buzz when you get involved.
Well, I was very pleased to see so many people at the festival of all different kinds of abilities and interests. Lots of people coming by car, not just people by bike. So I think I'm quite hopeful that maybe more people will start to get more interested in active travel.
I think it's really useful for the children, especially as they get older, to see these kind of examples of different ways of travel, and we've enjoyed the entertainment, haven't we? So yeah, we definitely come again.
I think we need to show government in Westminster how much people in Chester care about using their bikes and walking around the city. I think the key to unlocking more people leading an active and healthy lifestyle is making it simpler for them. And to do that, we need funding. And I think the more that we can demonstrate how much it means to people in Chester, the more likely it is that government will listen.